So this really is the last video that I'll be making for this class. It feels just like yesterday I did my first top 10 and I was trying to think, what are the top 10, greatest inventions of all time, or what are the most important inventions that maybe we're going to go cover in this class. And here I am doing the last video. This one's going to be sort of a review of the class, the things that I learned. I'm going to talk a little bit about the material in the course as well as the method of learning that material. I think of the material was something that I never really expected I'd ever learn about. Patent law seems really dry, really boring on the surface, and I was surprised and impressed at how much critical thinking is actually involved in these patent litigation cases. Additionally, on top of that, I think this class has taught me a lot of lingo that may be sort of esoteric, in a sense that it's quite a niche industry, and if you don't really understand core terminology and understand the meaning behind that terminology, you'll have a really difficult time understanding why companies do what. You'll have a difficult time reading up on it, because that's the kind of vocabulary that's necessary to really understand the topic, and you would have a difficult time sort of like staying in tune, staying up to touch with everything that's going on in the patent litigation world. I think another thing that's really interesting for me that I learned about is it gave me sort of a better understanding of how companies can leverage litigation processes and legal battles to slow down competitors. That's an interesting business advantage, because the part about a patent where you say you're excluding other people from doing the same method or producing the same product, that's one thing. It's quite obvious that you understand how that works. But what's less obvious is the fact that you may just be entering in these endless legal battles. While yes, it does slow down you and your company, it slows down other people at an increased rate. So it's actually just sort of a slugfest. I think it's a kind of an interesting example of how there's a million different ways you can go about looking at a situation and leveraging what you have and what you don't have in order to move forward in the business world. I think that this class has taught me a lot about business, a lot about growth, a lot about entrepreneurship that I didn't expect it to teach me from the get-go. As I mentioned in my last video, I would definitely recommend this class to somebody else, and I would caution them. I know it says patent law, and I know it's under industrial engineering, operations, resource management, all that stuff, but don't be scared. Take it. I promise you something good will come of it.